What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars competitor Andrew the Hunter Dimalanta.
Hey guys, I'm Nicki Dimalanta.
God, you should say more in these intros. I just noticed that I say like a lot of it.
Yeah, well, I don't have a nickname.
Hey, Dimmy.
I mean,
Nicki Dimalanta.
Nicki Dimalanta.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for joining us on another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. So I want to kick off the show with another announcement, Corona related.
Oh God!
Of course.
Enough.
I know.
Enough.
I know. I'm a work from home father, and I'm going crazy with this social distancing.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It's like we always joke. I mean, it's not really a joke, but like we always joke that we don't really go out much.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this doesn't really change much for us because we don't really actually go out that much anymore. But it's like, they're telling me not to go out. Now it's different. Don't tell me what to do.
Big brother, don't tell me what to do, big brother.
If I want to stay in, it's going to be on my own accord.
But anyways, yeah, so due to the coronavirus and, rapidly changing things are changing every freaking day now.
Oh, are we not going to say
I'm going to try not to, but...
I'm going to be me, baby.
I mean, that's the show. If it drops, it drops. But if it's F-Bomb City, it's F-Bomb City.
It might be.
Yeah, but things are changing like every day, and now we can't be in large groups or whatever. And
Florida has Orange County in Florida has a curfew, so things are happening.
Yeah, but this is really affecting the free for all and the Schmoedown overall because now free for all is being pushed back to an unforeseen date now. Yeah. Studio matches are getting delayed now, so now. There's instead of 2 matches dropping every week, it's gonna be 1 match every week, and then
understandable.
And they say they have a handful of matches in the tank, so drop them every week. But at some point, it's like, all right, well, we don't have any other matches to air, so what now? Yeah,
I think Christian said something about how it'll be 1 match a week until sometime in April, I want to say, or sometime early May. And he was like, then we'll make a decision and see where we are. Yeah. And that's all you really can do with how rapidly things are changing.
And hopefully things do start to decline.
Hopefully. Jesus,
hopefully,
Christmas.
Man. It's like, because already I'm getting like antsy. Like, I want to get back in there. And Star Wars matches happen so very infrequently. Now I got to wait even longer.
Yeah, and heaven forbid this keeps on going through the summer. And then, oh my God, if
collision.
Celebration gets canceled.
Oh God, I'm going to be very upset.
God, I will be... That would be very, very upsetting.
Yeah. So, but Christian mentioned something about maybe looking for the next IG competitor through a fan league type of situation, like a fan tournament. I don't know how you're gonna get qualified for that, but whatever. But that's what's happening with that. It's just unfortunate.
But what can you do?
Yeah.
There's really not much you can do.
Wash your hands. Stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Practice social.
Stay
isolation.
inside until this all calms the hell down.
Yeah.
Social distancing.
Yeah. But
don't buy everything of anything in the store.
I think I heard somewhere that's kind of dying down a bit.
We'll see.
The panic buying is dying down.
The panic buying, I hope, is dying down. Yeah. Because it's only been a week, even though it feels like it's been a fucking year.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
But I plan to go to the store tomorrow morning.
We'll see what happens.
Which I'm not excited about it.
We need stuff for baby stuff.
We need to get milk for the baby. She's got a lactose thing, so we need to get special dairy free. And for some reason, that's all snatched up. So I'm gonna go in the morning and we'll see. What it looks like. It's a war zone out there.
Yeah. So let's switch gears on a more positive note.
On a coronaless note.
So, on a coronaless note, Christian dropped this little bit of knowledge on us. He was going to do it during the free-for-all, but, obviously with that changing, he's like, I'm just going to go ahead and drop it now. Yeah. And because it's been in the works for a little bit. He's been in contact with, what's his name again? I already forgot his name. I'm terrible with names, as you can tell.
Well, according to Twitzer's Tyler Erzberger, I want to say is his actual name.
A writer for ESPN.
Esports writer.
Yes.
For ESPN.
And
his Twitter handle, at Fion on Fire, FIONN on Fire.
Yeah. So apparently he's been in contact with Christian for a while now, and he's going to be writing an article for ESPN about the movie trivia Schmoedown, which is... I mean, this might not seem big to certain people. It's like,
it's
whatever. This esports writer is going to write an article. It's like, this is exposure on a worldwide network.
This could be potentially huge.
This could lead to more eyes on the Schmoedown. Could lead to more sponsors. It could lead to syndication. Mm-hmm. This could be a turning point for the movie trivia Schmoedown. This is huge.
And he described it in a tweet as a full-length feature, the biggest movie trivia competition in the world that combines Jeopardy and the theatrics of pro wrestling. I already have around 6 hours of interviews. Should be fun.
I can't wait for this article to come out.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be great.
But so that was pretty big.
That was pretty big. I mean, people might be brushing it off like, oh yeah, ESPN, but it's like this is huge.
Yeah,
this is a giant a very well known brand getting their eyes on the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Yeah.
So
congrats, Christian.
Congrats on
locking that down.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But so let's go ahead and get into these matches.
Yes, we got 2 to talk about this week.
Yeah.
We have IG.
Ooh,
Brandon,
yes.
Hanna.
Is this the first IG match of the year?
No, I mean we saw Alex and Emily.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
so that was at least one.
First studio IG match.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
So this was Brandon the Hitman Hanna versus Chandru the Chosen One Dhandapani.
Yes. And last week you said you had Chandru.
Yes.
And I had Hanna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Baby. Yes. So Hanna was representing the Den, and Chandru was representing Swag. So let's just get right into it.
Yeah. So round 1.
Yeah. Well, actually, before round 1,
Oh, okay.
Hanna called Chandru a fraud. Thought that was
yeah,
big boy words. And Hanna walked out with Kate and Grace, and Kate absolutely mom danced her way out, and it was great. There's a lot of dancing in these intros because Kate mom danced her way out. Chandru came out with Winston and RB3, and all 3 came out dancing.
And I think this is another with those entrances. I think people like Grace, Finstock, and a couple other people haven't gotten the message yet. I think, and the people that are doing it properly, Winston and Roxy, they come out and move to the side and they go, "Here's my competitor," and they don't take up screen time.
I get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the people that do what you're talking about, I would expect no different. And I'd almost be like, "Wow, what's wrong with Finstock?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Grace?"
Yeah. but I wish this would become the norm because it's like managers have a huge part now, but it's like you're not the one playing. Let your competitors have their moment and coming out. So, but was it this match that they did it with the snapping? I think it was this match, right?
Snapping what, like the greasers?
Yeah,
coming
they're doing
out?
like the greasers.
Who?
It was, Winston.
Oh,
RB3.
I don't know.
And it was Winston, RB3, and Ace. They all come out and they come out snapping.
Ace wasn't in this intro.
He wasn't?
No.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Oyama match.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. We'll get to that in a bit.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah. No. What am I thinking? Because yeah, Chandru is part of Swag, but yeah, this is a different match. I'm sorry.
Lots of dancing. It's hard to keep straight.
Yeah.
So round 1.
Round 1.
It was a spicy one.
Tight match first round.
Because they were both doing perfect up until the second to last, the penultimate question.
Yes.
Question 9. It was a Hellboy question, and Hanna missed it. His first miss. Second to last question has got to be rough.
Yeah.
Chandru got a perfect round. And he got the bonus.
Flawless first round.
Perfecter than perfect. So by the end of round 1, 9-11 in favor of the chosen one, Mr. Dhandapani. Round 2, Chandru decides he's going to spin first. He gets Star Trek. Surprisingly, I don't know. I thought he was going to spin away.
Multiple choice once in this one.
He stayed. Right? Yeah, he went to multiple choice once. He got it.
This was fucking impressive by Chandru.
And an interesting note about the multiple choice that Andrew was like, make sure you take a note about that. Yeah. The multiple choice, it was a question about some star system, and the Ilenium system was one of the choices.
Okay. LOL. Ilenium system.
So it's like if you're a well-rounded IG competitor, there you go. You knocked it down to a 75% chance of getting it.
But even with this multiple choice, Star Trek is a difficult category. It's like
I will never watch Star Trek.
It's like Star Trek and Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter too, but.
I'd watch Harry Potter before I watch Star Trek or Lord of the Rings.
I'd watch Star Trek before Harry Potter.
I think I'd watch Star Trek before I watch Lord of the Rings.
Oh, come on. I love Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit films, not so much, but oh my God, those 3 films. You can keep that. You break my heart every time you say that.
You can keep that.
Oh my God. But this was, even you were like, God damn, this is good.
They were killing it in round 1. And then round 2,
Well, no, for Chandru's second round of Star Trek.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Crushed that
I was
category.
really surprised. Yeah. Like Chandru was, and it was interesting because Chandru, I mean, you know, he wasn't playing different than he normally plays. Mm-hmm. He was very loose, very relaxed, you know, cracking little jokes here and there. And Hanna was very much focused. Yeah. Not out of character for either one of them.
Yeah, but Hanna seemed to be more out for blood in this match.
Yeah. But Chandru was very relaxed and he just knocked it out of the park in round 2. I was very, very impressed. So Hanna spins. He gets DCEU. He stays.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of more recent categories, so one would argue this is the easier of the other categories because the movies are so recent. So
really,
I would think so. That's why I think Star Trek is so difficult because there's movies that date back to like, you know, so far back. Same with Star Wars. Lord of the Rings is more lore. Harry Potter's more lore, but like DCEU is like the more recent movies. So
like Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman, Wonder
Shazam.
Woman, Justice League, Shazam, things like that. They're more recent, so I think you're able to recall things because you've seen them more recently, like when they debuted.
So he went to Hanna. He went to multiple choice twice. The first one he got it. The second one he missed. It was a question about the make of the car that Bruce Wayne uses to pick up Barry Allen.
This
one
I blanked on.
What was the answer?
It was Mercedes.
A Mercedes.
I said either Mercedes or Audi.
I was like, I don't know.
And then
Lamborghini,
like,
I guess.
Because I remember a circle on the car. Like, there's definitely a circle on the car.
I don't know bullshit about car logos. So, you know, that wouldn't help me one bit. Yeah. But Chandru does steal that.
And now that I think about circle on the car, that's like very vague. Almost every logo has a circle.
Yeah.
I think about it. But I've narrowed it down.
The circle really gave it away. Like, come on, Brandon.
No, but I was like, yeah, it's either Audi or Mercedes. I definitely remember it was one of those two.
It was the one with the circle.
But anyways, did Chandru stole that one?
He did steal it. Okay, yeah, he got it. And then another thing that we just, you know, took note of, and it's not make or break, you know, it's whatever, but it's just interesting that Kate and Grace both went up to talk to Brandon again after round 2.
I don't remember if they did it after round 1, but
I don't remember if they did.
Definitely did it after round 2.
They definitely did.
Christian even addressed this on SCN. It's like, you guys can't do that anymore. So
maybe Daddy Christian wasn't there that day.
Maybe so, but like, you know, if the chairman says it on SCN or backstage, it's official. You can't do it. So Christian, I know you listen. You gotta lock that down.
Yeah, I mean,
how much
spoilies it really didn't affect the match.
Yeah, but, I mean, how much can it really affect the match? But you know,
you never know. It's the slightest edge that could tip the scales in your favor. Exactly. You never know. You know, it just didn't happen in this match. Round 3.
Spoiler alert.
Round 3. So Hanna goes first, obviously. His 2-point question was scores and soundtracks. Who was a Middle Earth composer? He got it. 3-point I feel like my jaw just cracked, and I don't know if you heard that because damn, I didn't hear it
at all.
Wow. 3-point question for Hanna. Marvel question. Who played Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool and Deadpool 2?
That's a hell of a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He missed it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, because he missed that, we had to go to his 5-pointer. And as the most ironic luck would have it, he got Star Wars. And this is in the wake of his last match, losing on a big Star Wars 5-pointer.
Yes.
Do you remember what that question? It was Viper droids or Buzz droids or Vulture droids.
What type of droids cover General Grievous' ship in the opening scene of Revenge of the Sith?
Whatever that was. And he missed it.
Yeah, Vulture droids.
So, you know, as luck would have it, he gets another 5-point Star Wars question. He got in episode 1.
It was the
episode 1 campaign of leader of Naboo starfighters. Wow.
What was the call sign?
Oh, I got autocorrected. Call sign. Autocorrected to campaign, I guess. Call sign of leader of Naboo Star. That makes a lot more sense.
Bravo leader
of Naboo Starfighter Squadron, and it was Bravo leader.
That's a fair 5-point question in the IG for Star Wars.
So you know, it ended up 18-21 in favor of Chandru. Your boy got a TKO.
KO. Yeah.
So that's a TKO.
4 points for swag. 4 points.
Big deal.
That's a big deal. And looking back on this match, because like I was expecting a really like knockout, drag out match.
Which it felt like it was in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, but then, you know, Hanna started slipping up. And I look back on this, and it's like, Hanna's struggling with actors because a lot of his misses were like, name this actor who played this.
Yeah.
So, and hit him in 3-pointer, and I believe it was in the first round that he missed as well. I think he missed 3 questions that were all actor questions.
Yes.
And it's like, if you look at this is a real weakness of his that he has to brush up on.
Which you bring up a good point, because in the post-game match post-match interview, Grace did mention that, it is what it is. It helps highlight gaps in knowledge. So, it helps them prepare.
Maybe he's paying too much attention to plot points, character names, and not looking so much as like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Just kind of shows him where else he should focus.
Yeah, exactly. And in every division, it's like that, where like BTS kind of stuff comes up, and not
behind the scenes BTS, not the Korean band,
or beyond the
beyond the Schmoedown.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, wow.
Branding.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see that much in Star Wars, so like that's something that I've always argued should be a presence in, but it's totally present in this division for IG. So something that he's going to have to brush up on. Who knows when we're going to be able to see him again?
Hopefully we get to see him relatively soon. Well, I mean, with a loss on your record and plus all this garbage with
that's going on. Yeah.
So who knows?
Who knows? I can see him going up against, if we do see him again, maybe Emily Rose, because of the both got the first loss of the season.
Oh, and by that same logic, who knows? Maybe we get Chandru Damon. Maybe not. Maybe
no.
So.
I would see
Chandru's too high ranked, probably.
Yeah, because he's got too many wins.
Yeah,
he's closer to a number 1 contender shot than any other
true
competitors.
Yeah.
I see Damon going up against the winner of probably, if Dan wins something, maybe he goes up against him, or if
being 2 noobs in the division.
Yeah. So it has to be another rookie that has a 1 win to their name that Alex would go up against.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Am I boring you? I'm sorry. This is a sport. We got to talk like a sport.
In the post-match interview,
ESPN is covering us. We're a true sport now.
Yes, we are. We are going to be.
We. How I say we? Like I run the place. The Schmoedown is a legit sport.
We are the league. Isn't that what Clark said? Clark said it is canon. So Winston says that Swag is going to dominate IG. He says Chandru is definitely someone to look out for. Yeah, I think we've established that.
He took Smets to the absolute brink of his match.
Yeah, absolutely. And Chandru said that with Winston by his side, he feels like he truly understands the value of a manager now.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like when people highlight, because I know that the Schmoedown went through a certain point where people were like, what do managers even do?
And you see Winston totally managing in the, we'll get to it in a bit with the Oyama Rocha match.
Yeah.
So that's I think Winston is someone to look out for managers, because he had that loss with RB3.
Yeah, but he's doing sneaky good.
But he has the final exam that came off a big win.
Yeah.
Chandru just got a big win.
Yeah.
So
Winston's he's doing great.
Yeah, so far it's well never mind. We'll look at the leaderboard after we recap this next match, but But yeah.
And Hannah says that whoever he faces next, they're going to be in for a bad day, because he's going to bring it.
Hey, man.
And he says that he and Chandru must be a dyad in the Force. They're destined to do this forever. So nice Star Trek reference. Yeah, and on to the next match. You didn't catch that?
What? I know.
Star Wars reference. It's not Star Trek. I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. I'm not that
I completely
dumb.
Blanked on that. But
I was expecting you to like throw my drink at me across the table. So next match.
Yeah. Any last thoughts on this match? Because
no, not really. Because not that I was like, oh yeah, I called it. Because it was a hard one to. Yeah. I really picked Chandru because more of a, like I said last time, it was more of a recency bias more than I really think Chandru's going to take it. Because they're both formidable opponents.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon just hit some bad
hiccups.
luck.
Yep.
And like you and Grace both said, it just kind of shows him where he might need to focus for the next time.
Yeah.
So.
Because he did very well.
He's not done by a long shot.
No.
But yeah, I'm interested to see where Chandru goes, because I think if he gets to see Smets again, it'll be.
Oh yeah,
it'll be a knockdown, drag out fight.
He's gonna have to wait a while, because.
Gonna have to wait a little bit.
Wait a little bit. Inside joke for us, please.
So Rocha versus Oyama. So, like we said last time, not a big surprise. We're going for Rocha.
Rocha, Finstock Exchange biased. So
yeah. So Rocha's obviously representing the exchange.
Yep.
Oyama is representing Swag.
And I was very interested in this match to see how. Well, no, because the teams match was the first match back from his. But singles wise,
yeah.
How is he going to bounce back from that devastating loss?
Devastating is a good word.
Yeah,
that was.
I don't like to say embarrassing because you never know what's going on with somebody.
Exactly.
Backstage, and things just don't go your way sometimes. Sometimes they just snowball out of your control.
Yeah. And he did mention in the post-match interview, no, spoilers, whatever. He did say that
he was dealing with something.
Well, he mentioned that it was just a complicated situation, so that just leads us to believe that, give the guy a break. Something probably happened in I don't know, his real life. Yeah. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. And I'm liking this new Paul.
Yeah,
I'm really liking this new Paul.
More humble Paul.
A little more humble Paul.
Because I'm sure I've said this before. When Paul first debuted, I was like,
you did not like
this
him.
Kid. I did not like him. Yeah. I was like, oh God, all these new rookies are just trying to be heels.
Another cocky little asshole coming from the fan league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he went up against Chance.
Yeah, I think that's when
that was when he really won me over, and I was like, I don't know why. I don't even know why, but I was like, either. All right, yeah. And also somebody posted a picture in the Facebook group of, oh man, this is a time that I wish we had like a video podcast. It was like a picture of Oyama, and he was like leaning back in his seat, and he had like one arm over the back of his chair.
Yeah.
And he was just like looking real smug.
Yeah.
And then somebody put it right next to a picture of like Bugs Bunny, and he was like wearing like a velvet robe and like a king's crown, like sitting in the same position, like looking smug as hell. And I was like, that's funny. So I think that, along with, I don't know why, but that match with Chance, I was like, all right, I can get down with this guy.
Yeah.
But now that he's evolved his character more, it's even better.
Mm-hmm. How old is this kid? He's like 22, 21?
It's been so long since we've ever uttered those numbers. So I don't know.
As an age, it still exists. Oh my God.
That's crazy. But yeah, he's early 20s. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, I found it. I don't know how other people feel about it, but like, do you feel strange calling 20-somethings kids? I know we're running off a tangent here, but
yeah,
it feels
in
weird.
A way.
Yeah,
in a way, because
I think having a child actually absolutely like changes your mindset. It's like
having a kid makes me feel like, yeah, I got an extra adult point.
Yeah,
I just put that
on
my leaderboard.
Yeah, I think adult points like we're paying double mortgage at one point when we bought a second house.
We bought a house. We sold a house. We had a kid. I pay taxes like a law-abiding citizen.
We have retirement funds. I got stocks and bonds.
Roth IRA going for me. I'm a pretty fucking adult over here.
So yeah, I think but in the back of my head always is like, oh, this fucking kid, and I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I look like I'm fucking 15 anyways. Look at me dropping 3 F-bombs.
Yeah, and look at me. I think a Bugs Bunny meme's funny. Can't really talk over here.
Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, no, it feels kind of weird, but it is what it is, because whatever. I wish I was still in my early 20s. Whatever. So, I'm not bitter.
Back to this match. Anything on the pre-game interviews?
Yeah. Well, in the entrances, I don't really have many notes because honestly, I was when Andrew was first. Oh, we were watching it when it premiered on YouTube, and in all honesty, when the entrances and the pre-match interviews were happening, I was in the other room with our daughter.
I did find it interesting that Finstock did not talk at all in the promo.
Really?
No.
I gotta go back and watch the intro.
I don't believe so. Again, I've only watched this like once.
Yeah.
And Rocha just did the entire promo by him. Like Gucci was there.
Yeah, but
he was just standing silently.
Letting Rocha do his thing.
Rocha, and rightfully so.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, Rocha's fantastic on the mic. Just let him do his thing.
Yeah, you don't really have to. You just set him free and let him fly. Yeah. Oh, okay. Full disclosure, I didn't actually watch the entrances or the pre-match because I was in the other room, being a parent.
These fucking kids over here.
But I was informed that during the entrances, people in the crowd started chanting 4th round Rocha.
Yeah, that's right, when he came out.
Yeah, which I'm sure he took like a chant because he's heard it about 5 bazillion times.
Yeah.
So
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there, baby?
I see. I'm not going to go with the real number because people might be listening to this.
Well, just
keep it to myself.
Give him a little taste. You know what I'm saying? If you know what that reference is to, let a bitch know.
Right in the comment section. Hit us up on Twitter. But yeah, this was the match when Oyama came out. They were doing the snapping thing. It was
that's why it doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, okay. It was Winston, RB3, and I think it was Ace who also came out.
Also one that I'm very interested in seeing, but go on.
Yeah, he goes up against Parker. That's his debut.
That's a highly anticipated match.
That's highly
for me and you.
Yeah.
And many probably.
Yeah. Because Parker, man, if he doesn't deliver.
But go on, they're snapping like greasers.
Yeah, but they're snapping like greasers, and they all three
like
come
they're in
out.
West Side Story. Yeah, the sharks and the whatever the other ones are called.
Yeah. I wonder if that was like a joke towards Christian about the whole Ben Goddard and Silverstreet, the greasers.
That'd be pretty funny, even though it's a different faction. But that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny because I think Christian made a joke like, if you guys come out snapping, I'm gonna fucking kick you out of the building.
Oh yeah, nice job, guys.
I don't know if that might have been it, but
a girl can dream.
Yeah.
So round one. Oyama.
Oh wait! Before we get into it, I found it funny that I love these not really knowing how old John is type of jokes, because Paul comes out with is I think the greatest like catchphrase for letting you know you're ready to go is like, hey, set your clocks, it's prime time, and he hits the board on the desk. I think that's fucking awesome.
Did he do it again?
Yeah, he always does it.
Nice.
So I wish I had a catchphrase like that. I think mine is just like, here's where the fun begins. But yeah, I mean, whatever. But then Rocha gets on. It's like, I've been setting clocks for I don't know how many decades. I've always been ready. And so
baller.
Like, I love that running joke of Rocha's really, really old.
By the way, everybody, it's Sharks and Jets and West Side Story. Just thought I'd educate y'all.
I'm pretty sure Grease is your Star Wars. One of.
Only in with respect to the number of times I've seen it.
Yes.
I have seen Grease.
What would you say? What would you say is your Star Wars? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Grease? Or like Young Frankenstein or sorry guys, tangents.
Oh man.
I gotta say what's in my head, people. I got questions. They need answers.
That's a really good question.
I would say Ninja Turtles.
I would say Ninja Turtles is probably among my top movies that I've seen movie a lot, and I could quote a lot of it. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah. But there's like that whole Casey Jones raft scene with the Jose Canseco bat. Like I could probably quote that entire scene. Tell me you didn't pay money for this. We just synced the fuck up. Man, that was great.
Okay. Anyways, so let's get into this matchup for Christ's sake. Can you tell I'm trying to drag this out as much as possible?
Really? Why?
No, whatever.
Are we going too quick?
Maybe. Come on, let's get into it.
Oyama. He missed only the last question.
Oh yeah, this match.
That's rough. Mm-hmm. So the only question he missed was the very last question. Rocha got a perfect round and landed the bonus. So by the end of round 1, 7-9, Rocha. Round 2, Oyama spins first. He gets SNL movies first.
And he spins away, right?
He spins away. He gets young adult adaptations. Yeah. Again, whatever the hell that means.
And we talked about it last week.
Is that coming of age?
No. It's the movies adapted from young reader novels. So Hunger Games, Twilight.
Oh, right.
The Fifth Wave.
Whatever that is.
That was a piece of garbage.
That's
my
right.
God.
Okay.
Well, can't believe I saw that piece of
Can't believe I saw
garbage.
That stuff. Garbage. GARBITCH.
What does that spell?
Garbage.
Oh
man. So he gets young adult adaptations. He misses a whole ass question without going to multiple choice. So he misses
it was
2 points.
That state question, right?
It was some. Wait. Oh no. Everybody, hold on. I'm prepared.
Thank God for the internet. So I'm gonna fill the time by.
It was 2013's. It was 2013's Beautiful Creatures. Takes place in what southern U.S. state?
What?
Never even heard of that movie.
Never heard of them.
So, Beautiful Creatures. What southern U.S. state?
Mm-hmm. What did he say?
Paul said Louisiana because he said something about how people were speaking Creole, I guess, in the movie, or had Creole accents or something.
Never seen it.
So he took an educated guess and said Louisiana. Rocha pulled a classic Rocha,
guessing the
or
answer.
Makuga or whatever you want to say. He was like, oh, I don't know, South Carolina, and it was right. So either he's a fantastic actor.
No, he said somewhere, either SDN or backstage or one of those shows, or Collider Live or something like that.
Collider Live.
Yeah, like this
what year
is
it?
way back when he was talking about like when he does that.
Oh, okay, that's
stuff,
totally sincere.
It's sincere. Like
wow.
Whenever he goes, oh god, oh my god, I don't know.
That's what I love about Rocha. He is a decorated veteran in this game. He has won how many belts? He's a current belt holder.
4 titles.
And yet he gets categories and he's like, oh no. It's like, Rocha, you know that you're going to do well. Unless you get, I don't know, what's something he's like not good at? I don't know, romance or something, young adult romance. Like, unless you get that, you're John Rocha, motherfucker. You're gonna do good. I just love how maybe it's a mark of being humble. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I think it's charming for the outlaw character to still be like, oh no. So Rocha goes up. He spins Matt and Ben first.
Matt Damon.
He decides he gonna keep it.
Yeah.
So,
is this a new category? This seems like a new category.
Oh, it's definitely a new category. I've never heard of Matt and Ben before, so it's definitely got to be
Never
new.
heard of Matt Damon? Ben Affleck?
The
Town?
I've heard of the guys,
Martian?
but not the slightest. They did Good Will Hunting. That's my extent
And this,
of my knowledge.
When this category came up, I'm like, oof, new category, broad category. Spin away from this, because it's like, it's like last week with what was like the category? They're like, oh, who's that? What was the category?
Paul Thomas
Anderson. It's like they had a writing question in.
Yeah, who's that even?
Yeah. So
is he friends with David Fincher?
I'm just gonna blow right past that. But yeah, this is a category where it could be directing, it could be writing, it could be acting.
Yeah.
Because
it's a big category.
So it's a huge category. I'm like, ooh, spin away from that.
Yeah.
But he
was like, nah, dog, double down.
Yeah.
And so he kept it. So he goes multiple choice, gets it. Multiple choice, misses, but Paul did not steal.
Yeah.
Then there was a question about The Martian, and he was like, I don't know, but well, guess you got to go ahead and take chances, right?
Well,
and totally guesses and says The Martian. He gets it. So
he's ahead, so he can
afford it.
He can afford chances.
Kind of risky, but he could also afford it in that moment.
Yeah.
By the end of round 2, 13-16 in favor of Rocha. Round 3.
Oh, this is where it gets spicy.
Oh yeah.
Not really, but whatever.
Not really. Kinda. So Paul goes first. His 2-pointer. Famous actors and actresses. He got like, who does Sandra Bullock play in Gracie the Freebush, and it was Miss Congeniality. He gets it.
Yeah. Did you see the movie?
You
said, I remember you're like, oh, what's the better question?
Yeah, I don't think this would be a 2-pointer. I think this would be more like a 3 or a 5.
3 or 5, yeah.
I forget her name. But it was a blonde girl who did twirling for her talent in the movie. And it was
baton
like
twirling,
the baton girl. Yeah. I think a great question would be like, when she does her interview with William Shatner and he's like, what's your idea of a perfect date? Like, I would think, what is the date that she gives? Yeah. I think that'd be a great question.
I think that's a 5-pointer.
I don't remember what it was, but it was like March or April, like 23rd or 24th or something like that.
It's not too hot and it's not too cold.
I need his light sweater.
Hey man, get Nicki Dimalanta on the writing staff. Christian Harloff.
Oh yeah. Baby.
I don't think it could be. Well, no, for at least like singles.
I'd have to see like at least 5 movies to be able to qualify. I don't know that I'm there yet.
You have some other good questions that really like
I have some things in my brain that I think would be great.
What was it? The Caddyshack question.
There's
another movie.
Ace Ventura question.
Yeah.
Major Pain.
Oh,
love that movie.
Right.
We've been talking about
a lot the past couple of days.
Oh man, I don't know how we got on the topic of Major Pain.
You said a quote and you said, "Hey, what's this from?" And it took me like 10 minutes to come up with it.
That's right.
I don't think I got it either. What was the quote you gave me?
Oh God.
It was
And I get the urge to kill,
no,
or something like that.
It wasn't that. It was Oh my God! What
man.
was it? It'll come to us. Well,
maybe once we're done recording, it'll come to us.
Yeah, and we'll come back and record another segment.
I don't remember what it was, but
it was an obscure one. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
That definitely. I thought it was that Urge to Kill quote.
Schmoedown question for Major Payne. What was the name of the wrestler that made a cameo?
Oh, I know that only because you asked me that, and I looked it up. It wasn't it Bam Bam Bigelow or something like that?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah.
Tattoo on his freaking head.
Yeah, what did it say? That's a good question too.
No, it was like flames. Oh,
yeah, you're right. It was flames because he took that do-rag and ripped it off his head.
Yeah.
God, I love Major Payne. That's such a good movie. Wow, it's like a piece of art. Okay. Anyways, they didn't ask any Major Payne questions in this match. So, Paul's 3-pointer. I should be a writer for the Schmoedown. Christian, hit me up, okay?
Hey, you follow her on Twitter. DM her.
It's a pretty big deal for me. So, Paul, 3 points. He gets comedy. It was a question about Hitch. Mm-hmm. He got it wrong.
Oh, what's the question? It was like...
I don't know what the question was. I didn't take that.
I never saw Hitch.
I didn't see Hitch. Wasn't that Paul Blart and what's his face? Will Smith.
What's his face?
What's his face? That nobody actor.
One of the biggest stars in the world. Yeah, that
what's his face?
What's his face? He's the African American gentleman.
Wow, I wasn't gonna go there. I was gonna make some kind of Fresh Prince reference or something. So what's his face? And Paul Blart, movie cop.
Neither of their names. You got neither of their names.
I got Will Smith. I got there eventually. 5-pointer for Paul. He gets Judd Apatow. Mm-hmm. For the longest time, I thought that guy was an actor. Is he not? Has he ever acted? I don't know why. I always thought he was an actor for the longest time. Probably until the Schmoedown happened. He got some question about funny people, like who plays the husband of somebody. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, he missed. So it was 15-16 in favor of Rocha with a TKO.
Oh, 3 points for the Finstock exchange.
Big ol' 3 points for the exchange.
Yeah. So So overall, like, God, I again another match that I was like, God, this is gonna be a drag out match. Paul's gonna be coming back from his little debacle,
warpath.
Yeah, he's gonna be back for blood. And he's back on the right track after his team match with Final Exam and his TKO.
Yeah, he was looking real good in that match.
He was looking real good. Granted, it wasn't a singles win, but it was a win nonetheless.
And it's still answering movie questions. Yeah. So it still greases the gears.
Yeah, exactly. So, very surprised at this outcome. I
was not expecting a TKO.
I was not expecting. We wanted Rocha to win. Points for the Finstock exchange, but yeah, 3 points, man. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
In the post-match interview,
yes,
Dagnino said something about how the Finstock exchange, we're like the wind. We just keep on blowing. Awesome analogy.
Okay.
Just keep on blowing, you know what I mean? And Dagnino said that Rocha had 3 C's. Again, with the 3 C's, he was cool, calm, and collected. Mm-hmm. Rocha said that he's here to stay. Yeah. And he's here to win belts and defend belts. So that's what I like to hear. And
he I think everybody's saying it, like Rocha to me feels, I said it last week, he feels like a different player now. And I never thought that would have been possible. Like he can reach another level of competition because, obviously 4 titles, people like Dan Murrell, Riley, that have been in this game for so long. It's like, can they keep this up? Can they keep up with the new talent coming in? Can they reach that another level to get multiple titles? And it's like, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Totally, man. Like you even look the way he plays. It's like you get flavors of old John Rocha, but it's like, he's different now, and I love it.
And he said that he studied in a very unorthodox fashion for this, which I'd love to know what that means. I
can ask him. Want me to ask him?
Yeah, we got that in.
DM him right
now. Tell me, Rocha. It's not like it's gonna fucking benefit me ever. So,
hey, I can.
What does it matter?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
I'm not gonna tell anybody, but maybe I can use it for my strategy.
Maybe.
Hey, man.
Hit me up, John.
Win for me is a win for the exchange. Let me know, John.
But he said that Rocha said that nothing dials him in, like people doubting him, because he was like, people chanting 4th round Rocha and all that kind of garbage.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that gets me going.
The same with me, man.
Butters my biscuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I like to hear too. I'm glad that Rocha uses that kind of negativity.
It's like fuel.
And makes it a good thing for him.
Competition fuel. Just eat it up.
Yeah. So Winston said that the exchange. Winston said the exchange is like the white Wu-Tang Clan with no bars.
With no what?
Bars. Like,
Chains?
No,
what?
like
I don't get, is that slang for something?
No, I'm assuming he means like music with bars.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty fucking white,
so
I could be.
I'm whiter than you.
That.
I'm what do they call a Twinkie? Yellow on the outside, white on the end.
Oh, wow.
I'm that kind of Asian.
Yeah.
Anyways.
One of our friends. Remember
would it be a Twinkie? Would it be a Twinkie or more of a coconut? Because I'm not technically
brown on the outside.
Brown on the outside, white on the end.
White meat, white coconut meat.
Yeah, because I'm not. I'm more Pacific Island.
Oh,
kind of
I see
Asian.
what you're saying. I like coconuts, so I'm down with that. Hey. I don't honestly know that I've ever eaten a Twinkie, but I do like.
Never
coconuts.
eaten Twinkie.
I honestly cannot say I have.
You live with boys throughout all college. You're rooming with 4 guys.
Yeah, and we never had Twinkies, did we?
Alan had Twinkies.
I didn't eat them. We had oatmeal cream pies all the time.
That's true.
And cream soda.
So back to the post-match interview.
Oh my God. My body couldn't handle eating the way we used to eat back in the day.
No.
Back in college, it was me, Andrew, and 4 other guys living in one townhouse. Yeah. And my body could not handle eating like that.
I slept in your room, obviously. We've lived together basically for our entire relationship.
Basically.
Yeah.
Good thing my parents liked you.
Yeah, no surprises here.
Yeah. Maybe we can get into that story on another podcast.
Yeah.
Because that was a good time.
So, yeah. It is
precious.
Yeah, join the Patreon.
Cute. So Winston, White Wu-Tang Clan, you say, it just seems like people just keep coming out of the woodwork saying they're going to come out for those belts and whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was a good match. Not the outcome I was expecting. Obviously you're rooting for Rocha, but I was not expecting a TKO. Mm-hmm. And I hope, it's not like, it was a TKO, but it's not like Rocha wiped the floor with him.
Yeah, no, it was a close match for the most part.
I just don't want Paul
to be discouraged by this.
Because of how his last season ended and, this being his singles debut of the year.
Yeah. If
I know it won't because he's a better player than that.
No.
And he's still got a killer record.
Oh, yeah.
Was he 6-2?
He's like 9-3.
Oh, where have I been? Wow. Really?
No, 9-2. Yeah,
Who am I thinking of? I thought he was 6. Am I thinking of the family?
No. He's 9-2.
Oh.
Because he went undefeated until he went up against Ben.
He must have been 6 wins back then, and I'm just stuck on that number.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, he was undefeated until Ben beat him for the title.
Right.
And that was his first loss. And then he went up against Rocha, so now he's 9-2.
Numbers.
So yeah, he's got a fantastic record. I mean, but what baffled me was like when you look at people's records, I looked at they have the lower third during the post match interviews, and it shows you the record. Rocha's like what 15 and like I don't know what his record. He's got 15-9 or something like that.
High numbers.
It's ridiculous how many matches he's played.
Yeah,
but
I'm actually.
You're looking at it right now.
I'm looking it up because I finally put the Schmoedown live in my favorites, and now it's playing music. Wow. Hey, Mark Ellis, how you doing, baby? Let me go ahead and mute that. So let's go to faction standings.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and look at the leaderboards. Are we
gonna get a copyright strike for that?
No, we shouldn't.
Is that how this works?
I know the editor.
So it actually does look like these faction standings were updated since we looked at it last time.
Okay, yeah, so...
Let me turn on this stupid auto-rotate.
Who's in the lead? I want to know who's in the lead. Who's in the lead?
Such a dick.
What? I'm curious. Who's in the lead?
So in the lead is the Finstock Exchange.
Oh, really?
With 14 points. And tied for second place, actually, is Swag and the Den with 7 points apiece. So put them together.
I mean... And again, we've played more matches than all of the rest of the factions.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So obviously we have more points, and the fact that we're winning all those, and our only losses came in one night.
Oh, that's true.
One of them came to another faction mate. So
that's true.
So I mean, we can flex as much as we want. It's like, look, then second place is half as many points as we do. It's like, well, look at it. They don't have as many matches under the belt as we do. But the two that are in second place are sneaky good. They're sneaky good with
Swag and
Den.
Oh
Den.
yeah, they're both solid teams. Yeah. Like they're definitely going to be ones.
And behind them is Droogs.
Oh boy. I actually navigated away. Oh, I'm back. Okay. It goes Finstock, Swag, the Den, Rockstars.
Oh, okay.
Rockstars are in. I mean, if Swag and the Den both have 7, they're tied for second. So I'll put Rockstars in third with 4.
Droogs?
Oh, actually, in Droogs. So Rockstars and Droogs are tied at third place with 4.
Yeah.
Then the Mercs with 3. Suspects and Corruption with 2. Dungeon with 0.
I would put Droogs above Rockstars because how many matches has the Droogs played?
Does it say? Oh, MP. I'm assuming is matches played.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
matches played.
So Droogs have had 3 and Rockstars have had 2.
How many losses do the Droogs have? They have 2.
Droogs have 1.
One loss, and Rockstars have 1 loss.
Rockstars have 1 loss.
So I would put Droogs above Rockstars at that. They're tied.
Well, Droogs have 2 wins, and Rockstars have 1.
Yeah, so that's I don't know why they wouldn't flip those because technically Droogs are ahead of them.
How embarrassing.
Because of the matches, but whatever, they're tied for points.
Well, if that's the case, then
and the
Den probably would be above Swag then in that case.
Yeah. So
so
because Rockstars only have 1 win and that all of it came from IG and IG TKO.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And
I'm just ranting.
Finstock Exchange, just to put everything into perspective, since you were saying, admittedly we played more. Finstock Exchange has 7 matches played, and the next faction with the most is 5 with the Den.
Yeah.
So the Den has had 5 matches played to the Exchange is 7, and then Swag has had 4, and then so on and so forth with everybody else.
Okay.
Oh wow, Corruption's actually had 4 matches.
Oh wow, and what's their record?
They are
1-3.
1-3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're heavy hitters won, obviously.
Yeah.
And then not Corruption. The Dungeon. What is there? They have yet to win.
They're 0-2.
Yeah. Wow.
But I'm very, very curious to see what happens.
All their points are going to be
Boy.
Spidey-Man. Yeah. The web. Parker.
The web.
Oh, the spider. Sorry, the web.
The spider, yeah.
The web. Where did I get the web from?
Ew.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, all their points are going to be made up in the IG.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. And I feel like that's kind of part of what Kaiser's banking on.
And this whole Corona thing is just gonna delay everything, push everything, and it's gonna drag the season out, and maybe Spectacular gets closer to the end of December, mid-December, because usually Spectacular is the beginning of December and give people plenty of time to vacation and time spent with family. Maybe we have to push that back to mid-December.
It's just
just bleeds into next year.
It sucks because this is definitely going to slow things down. The other interesting thing to think about is that everyone's quarantined, so everybody's probably watching a shitload of movies.
Yeah, this could be good for the league.
Yeah,
I know. I've been, obviously, granted, again, I haven't left the house in 3 weeks.
We went in the backyard today.
I haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah. You want to go to the store tomorrow? I really don't want to.
I mean, I could.
You could.
But I want to, I want to.
Well, rock, paper, scissors for it.
Yeah, but I want to, set the studio up for certain things to happen for the channel. I think
look at that segue.
Yeah. No, but so we'll talk about it a little bit because I want to get to a call that we got.
Yeah.
From a certain squadron commander, our first squadron commander.
A very special commander.
What happened here? Where'd my phone do? There it goes. So here we go.
Hey Andrew and Nicki, this is Tamor from New York.
Hey Tamor.
Hope you all are doing well. I want to say it's amazing how you can love both competitors in a match, but end up rooting for one over the other. Like in Paul v. Rocha, I love Rocha for everything he brought and continues to bring to the Schmoedown, but I was rooting for Paul to win because I felt he'd be coming back stronger, especially after his loss at Spectacular. But if there's one thing we've seen time and time again, is that anything can happen. That bonus question and steal made a big difference in Rocha's favor. So congrats to Rocha and the Finstock Exchange. I have no doubt that Paul will be coming back stronger in the next match he plays.
For sure.
By the way, what do you suppose that wow meant as he was leaving in the post-credit scene? I have some doubts about that. It was an expression that, wow, these people are gullible. Love to hear your thoughts.
That's
Great
interesting.
work on the podcast. Keep it up. Much love to you all, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, you too, man.
You stay safe too, Timur.
You're awesome.
That was Squadron Commander. Tamor, you pronounce his last name better than I do.
Didn't he say it was like butter, but with an A at the end? Butter.
Like butter?
I just feel like you have to say it like...
You say butter with an attitude? Butter.
Because I know
Commander Butter.
Commander Butter. Because I feel like... Because he's also a fan of the afternoons. And it's like a running joke that Ken and Josh just cannot... I can't even think of how they actually try to say his name, but they just can't. They can't do it. But I'm pretty sure he said it's like butter, but with an A at the end, and I just cannot help but say it like butter. Butter. It just feels right.
Tamor Command. So So thank you for calling in, Tamor Commander Butter. Yeah. Thank you for your patronage. Yeah. But yeah, so that was an interesting thing that he said about the post match interview when he's talking to Jen Sturger.
Yeah.
And
who? Paul.
Paul. Before he walks out the door, and he goes, wow. And he turns around and walks out the door. Yeah. He said that he read that as people like this new Paul is kind of like a character within the character, like just like, you know, like a front basically to like, oh yeah, I'm a new Paul.
Like Edgy Paul's still there.
Yeah, Edgy Paul's still there. He's just gonna like flip on.
I gotta go back and rewatch that.
Yeah, so that's an interesting take. I mean, it'd be a great storyline.
Yeah, absolutely.
To pull, but I read it as like, you know, wow, that was very genuine of a Jen to say that. So that's the way I read it.
Oh wait, you're talking about that cut scene?
Yeah, the cut scene, not the post match.
Yes,
not the post match interview. The cut scene.
Okay.
Which is like, again, the cut scenes are phenomenal now.
Oh yeah,
they're so good. I remember, I think it was on SEN that Christian said. He's delegating that to the new crew members from
Skynet. Skybound.
Skybound. I don't know if you all heard my facepalm. But yeah, Skybound. There's two new crew members that they got from Skybound. And they are doing awesome with these cutscenes, because we said it before, like it's not like they're just like, oh, like, you know, traditional, like, you know, cut over the shoulders and just basic like cinematography. They tailor everything to the characters. Whoever's doing this knows characters, and they know the Schmoedown very well. So props to them. He said their names on SEN. I can't remember them. I'm surprised I can remember my own name sometimes. Yeah, true. I'm terrible with names.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, that was an interesting take that Commander Butter said.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch it because I'm not entirely sure what you guys are referring to, so I gotta go back and rewatch that.
Yeah. So yeah, and also to his point, like like loving two competitors going up against each other, but only really cheering for one.
It's hard.
It's hard. I mean, there's so many great personalities in the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
There's personalities that you love, personalities that you love to hate. So
who is somebody that you love to hate?
That I love to hate? Kalinowski was one of those before I met him in person.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's hard to
hate somebody, like love to hate them.
When you've met them in
person.
And you see the way they are actually.
Yeah. Like Chance was another. Chance was a big personality. That
Chance
I was like,
Jesus,
get this.
And then we met him, and I was like, wow, you're actually pretty cool.
We met him.
Really awesome.
We met him in the Orlando event. We were in the after party, and I spent a good hour and a half talking to him about movies.
Yeah, no, Chance is super
awesome.
Cool.
And we missed the opportunity to see him again because he was in Orlando.
He was in Orlando, and I don't know what we had going on, but we had something going on.
We had a babysitter lined up, but then it fell through for some reason. And then that exact week is when, you know, the quarantine started happening and the social distance. Yes, it was that week.
Well, and I also think one of the weekends that they were here was our anniversary weekend.
Yes, that was it.
So that was probably part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you again, Chance, one day.
Yeah,
one day.
Come for that ass. I'm just kidding. So bad. But loving two competitors, and like, you know, we had that experience with the Atlanta event with Ben.
Bateman and Merle.
Yeah, Bateman and Merle, and it's like we both wanted Ben to win, but, you know, cheering for both of them, but really wanted one other person to win. That's the Schmoedown. Yeah,
there's only like a very select small handful of people that I'm like, I don't want that person. I would never disclose those names because everybody's playing a character, and it's not right to be like, man, fuck that guy. It's just not right to do that. But there are a select number of competitors. I'm like, I never want that person. I will never cheer for that person. So for the most part, it's always like, I like both of these people.
Yeah.
there's somebody that I give an edge to, but I like both of them.
Yeah, really, that's really how it is for us now. It's like, especially with meeting everybody. It's like, oh man, like, really like happy for certain characters, but really it comes down to like who we think is going to win as opposed to who we want to win.
I don't know who I'd say I'd love to hate anymore at this point. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Shannon says some ridiculous stuff sometimes, but we've met her several times.
She was so sweet when we talked to her. I would never say that I love to hate her because,
I'm trying to think of anybody.
It's not there. At one point, probably before we met him and stuff, I was probably like, wow, Kalinowski, he's really doing it to him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I ever would be like, man, I hate that guy.
I got to that point at some point. It was right before the Orlando event, I think.
He's just
somewhere near the Orlando event.
He's
I was
so
like,
good at playing that cocky bastard.
I was like, fuck this guy.
And like now he's walking out here like fucking sucking on his lollipops. Like I don't know what he's doing, but he just he does it to him.
We freaking meet him in Orlando, and it's like, oh man, this guy's really cool.
No, he and Shannon, they were both really nice, and they were so like, I don't want to use the word patient with fans, but they were just accommodating,
and welcoming.
And that could be said about everybody, really. I mean, we had like a small group of our friends came to the Orlando event that had probably never watched a Schmoedown before, apart from Andrew's match.
No, it didn't air. It
hadn't aired yet, so they had only seen like the Chicago celebration match, and they
watched the free for all when we had it on the background because we had to watch along for my Chicago match.
Yeah. But they came out to that bar after the Orlando match, and they were just like everybody that we were talking to. They were just kind of there, and everybody was just like so nice. Yeah. Not that I expected them not to be, but it's like,
hey, we don't know these people.
But it's like you see John Rocha, Dan Morrill. Yeah. Like you expect them to be like too cool for school,
Yeah.
Like I got things to do, get out of my face. Yeah. But they were just so sweet, and they sat and they talked to our friends for like a while.
Yeah.
And I was just like, do you guys even realize who you're speaking with right now? Can you have some respect?
It's John Rocha. They were talking to Merle at one point.
I know. Too. I was like, you're talking to Dan Merle. And you're not even excited.
Who you're talking to. Oh my God.
People pay for VIP tickets to talk to this man. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that Tampa got canceled. I'm really excited about that. One day.
Anyways.
One day they'll come back.
Any final thoughts on these matches?
Yes.
Next week's matches.
Well,
actually, it's only one match next week.
Let's see what the schedule says. I'm hoping it's updated.
So I believe it's since they updated the scores or the leaderboard, they have to have updated the schedule because now.
Well, I have bad news because
it
says further scheduling of future matches is pending due to the coronavirus.
Oh, Jesus. So we have no idea.
The last match that it says is John Rocha versus Paul Oyama.
So we have no
March
idea
20th.
What's coming up next?
Not according to the schedule.
Damn it.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a time to be alive.
Great. That's fantastic.
So we're doing it live. We're going to see what happens.
So I might as well just announce this now, right? Because like I said before that, I want tomorrow.
Whatever you want to do, baby.
Hey, whatever. We're doing it live. So, like you said, like we'll rock paper scissors for who wants to go to the store. I said I want to spend more time on this on our home studio because I'm only do one announcement because there's another announcement that's gonna be coming up on Tuesday for Going Rogue. But yeah, so this is the last episode of Beyond the Schmoedown ever. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God!
It's the last episode of audio only for Beyond the Schmoedown because if I'm able to get the studio up and running for next week, we will be going live to tape.
We will be attempting to do a video version.
of Beyond the Schmoedown. Not live to tape. So
live to tape.
So the episodes will be dropping on Mondays, just a later time because I'm premiering them on our YouTube channel. I have yet to understand. Wow. I might do it maybe like 3:30 on Mondays. So it fills that like beyond that backstage. So because backstage is on at 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern. So I think on Mondays 3:30 Eastern will be when when
you're sad that SCN is over, but you're still craving for that
exactly.
Schmoedown
So
content.
we get the audience from SCN bleeding into Beyond the Schmoedown on Mondays.
So Christian, go ahead and pitch it to us.
But the audio version will be dropping at its regular time on the Beyond the Schmoedown podcast feed. So if you want to, stay up late with us on Sunday nights, early
I
Monday
won't be
morning,
up late, but if you all want to,
if you want to do that, like a lot of people have been doing that, you can listen to the audio version on Beyond the Schmoedown podcast feed, or if you want to tune in for the video version on videosbyandrew.com. You can tune into us when the video premieres. So
if you want to see my vast collection of sweatpants and workout shirts, tune in.
Yes, so hopefully I can get the studio up and running before next taping, which is I have a whole week, but I want to get it done before going rogue on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
But we might have another announcement on Tuesday on going rogue. So tune in for that.
I'm not really sure what it is.
You know what it is.
Maybe.
But yeah. So so we're making a lot of changes. I'm hitting this YouTube thing hard, hitting the Patreon thing hard, because we've gotten a lot more patrons. We got a lot more attention now. So yeah. Thank you.
Sometimes you just gotta do it to them. You know what I mean?
So yeah. That's so. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. Beyond the Schmoedown, Nicki Dimalanta. Where can they find you online?
Online.
Yes, where can they find you?
They can find me.
Don't whisper it. Come on.
I'm trying to be like Dagnino right now. They can find me on Twitter. You can find me at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
Thank you very much. And you can find me on Twitter at Drew Dimalanta and Instagram, DIMALANTA. Excuse me.
Oh,
also, you can find us on YouTube. If you are listening to this on YouTube, give us a like, subscribe, and share this video.
Hit that bell icon,
hit the bell icon, because I go live every Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for going rogue, talking, and celebrating Star Wars. And again, this is the last audio-only episode of Beyond the Schmoedown, so tune in next Monday for a video version.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Not this Monday, but next Monday.
Well, you're listening to this on Monday, so next week.
Not today, but a week from today.
Yes, so thank you again, everybody, for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown, and we will see you next time.
You're
a little late.